for changing my voice. So again, I have 22 witnesses on record. Ask if you want to see the witness playlist. And Horus is an interesting idea. The pagan version of Horus is a theater art game. But Horus simply means the son of God, who is the top martial artist ever. The point, it's the gate in which justice and God's spirit comes to the world. Okay, the falcon is fast, it flies high, right? He has a certain way about him, a certain powerful king way about him. Okay, and there's one, right? He's the deity of kings. He's the idea of kings. He's the idea of the generational spirit of the top martial artist king. Now, there's a lot of people in the churches and various martial art groups and other groups that don't want this pointed out. But bear with me. I'm just going to try to make this real brief. In the Bible, in Revelation, it says, "How long, sovereign and true, before you judge the inhabitants of the earth and avenge our blood?" Something to that effect. And they're told to wait a little bit longer, and so on and so forth. Then Revelation 18, it says, "Come out of the spirit of complicity with the world," which is the spirit of the people outside of the divine order, right? It's order versus chaos. Whoever doesn't gather with me scatters. Okay? And one who slackens his work is brother to one who destroys. And Jesus says in the Bible, "Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I say?" And he says, you must believe the one he sent. Psalm 45 in the New Testament says, "Obey the commands that come through the king. The divine verdict is on the mouth of the king." So these people who are cheating me out of my right to lead are directly connected to the suffering of the righteous historically. And that's a powerful divide. That sharp sword of scripture is a powerful divide. So when they interfere with my videos, okay, it begs the question, why wouldn't they want people to hear my message? This is the most important message in all of history, the most important message it will ever be. Why did they change my voice? Why did they use technology? Why do I have a headache right now? Why are they making it harder for me to express it as myself? Why haven't I been able to express my videos as myself in years? And why did they change the videos in the past that were me expressing myself? Why is it changed? What good is that for them? Okay? And these last 5 years or so were very critical years in my life that I've been wearing these glasses. They've messed up my ability to speak, right? Just for some kind of LGBT, kind of Greco-Roman, kind of crypto-Jew, kind of, social club, Masonic, kind of gentleman's club, kind of cultural uniformity, sort of corporate, conditioned and molded kind of presentation, which is utter rubbish. Okay, the Royal Academy of presentations isn't good enough. Greco-Roman isn't good enough. Your churches, every other culture is not good enough. The inhabitants of the world needed to hear this in its pure form. The governing class has proven definitively that their bloodlines aren't good enough because they couldn't make the most important call, which was the easiest call in human history, and they decided to interfere instead. Okay, that needs to be understood, and that's part of the clash going on here. That they're mystery, right? A mist over Eri. Eri is considered perhaps the first form of Horus. One of the early forms was certainly the first form when we consider the first valid known form, perhaps the only form, the Igbo royal, the only form. One way or another, it's the continuity of the first form. Okay, the original form is Horus coming down from the sky, Eri. The Igbo Eri coming down the sky. And you cannot see this defined. I've never in my life seen Horus defined correctly or Eri. Okay, well, and so the top martial artist moves the double-edged sword of scripture. He moves the spirit of justice and God's vengeance and righteousness through him, okay, into the world against the inhabitants of the world. And that's what that idea is. And that's also the idea that Jesus is superimposed onto in Revelation 19, where it says he's wages war with justice and righteousness with a sharp double-edged sword of scripture coming from his mouth. And it makes him feel bad to some degree because the inhabitants of the earth are done at that point.